city's being sued again. There's a new federal lawsuit that challenges the constitutionality of Ocala's anti-panhandling ordinance. The Southern Legal Council of Gainesville and the American Civil Liberties Union of Florida filed the federal lawsuit Monday on behalf of Roger Lutke, Kimberly Burnham, William Anthony Taylor, Victor Hoyt, Dustin D'Amico, and Patrick McArdle. In September 2019, the same two groups and an Ocala lawyer, Andy Pizzuto, filed suit against the city on behalf of McArdle, Courtney Ramsey, and Anthony Cummings, urging the city's open lodging ordinance was unconstitutional. A U.S. District Court judge ruled in the plaintiff's favor, stating the city could not arrest or cite homeless people for sleeping outside without first checking to see if there were any available beds at an emergency shelter. In response, City Council unanimously agreed to adopt the ordinance that was in line with the federal ruling. Now, the new lawsuit says the plaintiff said the city and its police force are criminalizing the act of asking for help. People who engage in similar conduct, such as asking for petition signatures, are not targeted. So the ACLU of Florida and the Southern Legal Council of Gainesville are trying to turn this into a First Amendment argument. Plaintiffs further argue the ordinance criminalizes requests for help in places and at times where protesting or picketing would be legal. There's a big difference in my mind between, hey, you got some spare change, and picketing or protesting. You know, and I understand, you know, homeless people have a tough life. I get that. But I was accosted one night by a homeless person on the square downtown Ocala. So I have a pretty unique perspective on this. The guy walked up to, I was sitting at an eatery that has outdoor seating in the downtown area on the square. And I was sitting at one of the tables with my girlfriend at the time. And, you know, this certain eatery, part of what they bring you pre-food is they bring you a loaf of bread that you can snack on while you wait for your actual entree or appetizers to be delivered to the table. And we had the loaf out there and everything. Guy walks up. First off, he looked like he hadn't showered in about 3 months. His clothes were very, very dirty and ratty. Looked like he hadn't washed his hair or anything in months. The typical way that a homeless person who's had a rough life would look. He walks up and he goes, "Hey, buddy, I need some money. You got any?" That was his exact words to me. It's, "Hey, buddy, I need some money. Do you have any?" And I go, "No, I do not. And I'm trying to eat here with my girlfriend. I'd ask you not to, bother us while we're trying to eat dinner." "Well, you ain't eating that damn bread." And he reached over the railing, grabbed the loaf of bread, and took off running down the sidewalk. I got out of my chair, and I was going to go over there. The girl I was dating just put her hand on my hand and said, "It's really not that big a deal. Sit down." Now, to me, I was going to take that loaf of bread and shove it up where the sun didn't shine, because he'd reached on my table and taken it off just because I wouldn't give him any money. When I ran the Mellow Mushroom in Gainesville, Florida, we had a big problem with the homeless going to our dumpster to get any scraps of food that they may find in there, to the point where I had to lock the access to the dumpster. They just cut the lock. There has to be ordinances that create situations where people can enjoy their lives without being inundated by somebody going, "Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money." And that's how a lot of these panhandlers are. You know the old adage, "I don't have any money, but I'll buy you dinner." I don't want no damn dinner. I want money. That happens all the time. People go, a homeless person will be like, "Hey, can you give me some spare change?" "No, but I'll buy you a Subway sandwich." Nobody wants any food. I want money. That happens a lot. Well, the city is now being sued for their ordinance that tries to get a handle on panhandling. And it's a free speech issue. The suit asked the court to declare the ordinance unconstitutional, enter a permanent injunction preventing the city from enforcing it, and award compensatory and nominal damages for emotional distress, loss of protected First Amendment rights, loss of liberties, and other damages. See, this is how they're going to make their money, the lawyers. The lawsuit includes a brief bio about each plaintiff, provides a history of their arrest for violating the ordinance. In all, the six have spent a combined total of 209 days in the Marion County Jail and been fined more than $7,750 combined. The suit notes that the city and police department have specifically cracked down on people asking for assistance, sponsoring events such as August 2019's Operation Street Sweeper and Innovation. You're not asking for assistance. See, that's how these groups try to turn this and make the vernacular fit their agenda. People are asking for assistance. Nobody's asking. They're asking for money. They're begging for money. And I tell you what the difference. If they were asking for assistance, when they said, hey, you got any spare change? And I go, no, but I'll buy you lunch. I don't want no damn lunch. I want money. You're not looking for assistance. You're looking for a handout. Because if you're truly looking for assistance, you would take my offer of buying you a lunch. There was a kid around town a couple years ago that was homeless. He lived out of his van, and he played drums. And he would set up at, entranceways to different shopping areas, and he'd play drums for tips. I told him one time, I go, dude, I ain't got no money, but I tell you what, you look like you need a pair of shoes. I'll be back in a few minutes with a pair of shoes, and I'll give those to you. I went, I found a pair of shoes in his size, brought them back to him. It wasn't a very inexpensive pair of shoes. I think I paid less than $20 for the shoes. Very inexpensive for me. The guy, he was literally walking on shoes that the soles were flapping on. I brought the shoes back, handed them to him. You would have thought that I'd just given him a birthday present or something. He was so appreciative to have shoes that would actually work as shoes because he had duct tape holding the soles together, the shoes he had. Now, that's a guy who will accept assistance. He was playing the drums, though, busking at different areas, trying to raise money that way. He just wasn't walking up to people going, give me money. He was actually performing a service and then asking for tips for that service performed. That's not what these people are doing. These people are walking up, accosting people in the downtown square. Give me money. No. I'm trying to eat dinner with my girlfriend here. Would you kindly refrain from trying to bother us? Well, you ain't eating that damn bread, and snatch the bread off my table. That's not somebody looking for assistance. That's somebody who's looking for ass whipping. And believe me, I was going to give him one, but my girlfriend thought better of it and calmed me back down. But this is just another example of how they could change the vernacular. This is the city. We want to prevent the city from enforcing this ordinance against people who are asking for assistance. Walking up to me and going, hey, I need some money for beer. Help me out. That ain't asking for assistance. That's just you panhandling. And we all know the difference between somebody asking for assistance and somebody panhandling. Don't act like you don't know the difference. It's clear. Everybody can tell the difference between a panhandler and somebody's truly asking for assistance. Panhandler. Hey, dude, my car is here, and I'm trying to get to Fort Lauderdale, and I got $2, and I just need another $12 to get enough gas to get to Fort Lauderdale. Can you help me out? Panhandler. Hey, my child and I and my two children and I haven't had a meal in a couple days. And, it's tough as a single mom. I'm trying to do the best I can. Is there any way you can help me out? Yeah, I'll buy you a couple Happy Meals and get you a meal. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You don't know how much that helps. That's asking for assistance. Two completely different things. WOCA, The Source. We'll be right back.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has been found guilty of murder and manslaughter in the death of George Floyd last year, the President of the United States.
Nothing can ever bring their brother, their father back. But this can be a giant step forward in the march toward justice in America.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, Alveda King, on Fox News agrees with the Commander-in-Chief.
I believe here in America with race relations, we are moving forward. I think the verdict was appropriate in some ways, but I was so disturbed when I watched with all of America as to what happened to George Floyd. It would have been unpardonable not to do something as far as those actions of Derek Chauvin.
We are USA Radio News.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the new book, The Great Devaluation, is the #1 business book in the world. Hi, my name's Adam Barata, two-time national best-selling author and owner of Advantage Gold, hands down the highest-rated gold firm in the country. We help investors put physical metals inside their IRAs. My first book, Gold is a Better Way, sparked a movement. My new book, The Great Devaluation, is the #1 book in the country. I believe every investor should own physical metals. It's why I'm giving away my best-selling book to anyone with an IRA with over $100,000 for free. Call 800-900-8000 to get the bestseller, The Great Devaluation, sent directly to your door. That's 800-900-8000. The new decision is now obvious. Don't you deserve to do it with the best? Call 800-900-8000 for your free book today. That's 800-900-8000.
Uh-oh.
Is that what I thought it was?
As long as you don't think it was me running over a sprinkler head, then no, it wasn't.
Oh, brother.
Don't worry about it. I'll just add it to the honey-do list.
If you had signed up for Mike Scott Plumbing's irrigation package in the first place, you wouldn't have to do anything.
What? Mike Scott Plumbing does irrigation too?
Yeah. I told you they have packages where they take care of everything.
Yeah, but I broke it, so they're not going to cover that.
But with their annual irrigation maintenance plans, you never have to pay for another service charge or broken sprinkler head ever again, regardless of the fault.
So that means I break it, they fix it.
That's what I said, Mr. Genius.
Okay, you win. How do I sign up?
I thought you'd never ask. Call Mike Scott Plumbing today and ask about their irrigation maintenance plans. 237-2888. That's 237-2888.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. A few of our tractor services include bush hogging, disking, and rototilling. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
FAFO presents Symphony Under the Stars on May 9th at the Ocala Golf Club, 3130 East Silver Springs Boulevard. Gates open at 3 p.m. with the concert at 7 p.m. Advanced adult tickets are $20 and $25 at the gate. Children under 17 are free. Bring your own food or buy from the vendors at the concert. For rental chairs and parking, go to fafo.org. Masks and social distancing should be followed while wandering the grounds. For fun, music, and fireworks, it's Symphony Under the Stars. Bring Mom. It's her day.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again. that.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers